So I did what pretty much everyone does. I opened up ChatGPT and just typed in, give me side hustle ideas. And what did I get back? Well, you can probably guess. The exact same list everyone gets. Drop shipping, print on demand, freelance writing, the usual suspects.
And right there, that was my mistake. See, I was asking a completely generic question. And it hit me. Generic questions are always going to get you generic, completely useless answers.
I mean, think about it. ChatGPT has no idea what you're good at. It doesn't know your constraints, right? It has no clue you only have, say, 10 hours a week and absolutely zero design experience. It can't know unless you tell it.
And that right there, that is the entire difference. Look at the first prompt. It gets you a recycled answer. But the second one? That one forces ChatGPT to actually work for you. It makes the AI analyze your specific situation, not some imaginary person with all the time and money in the world. This is the one principle you have to remember. Context changes everything. The prompts we're about to go through are totally different. They're specific, they're contextual, and they are engineered to give you results you can actually use.
Okay, so let's start with prompt number 1. We're calling this the discovery prompt. This is where you begin.
Here's how it works. You literally feed it your reality. You list out your skills, both professional and personal. You tell it what you genuinely enjoy doing. You're honest about the realistic number of hours you can actually spare each week, the actual startup budget you have, not what you wish you had, and finally, your target monthly income. Then, and only then, you ask it to suggest ideas that leverage everything you just told it.
So, why does this work so well? It's simple. This prompt just cuts out all the noise. You're not going to get a suggestion to become a web developer if you've never written a line of code. It won't tell you to start a catering business if you only have 3 hours a week. It forces every single idea to be grounded in your reality.
All right, so now you've got a list of ideas that actually fit you. Great, but the next step is absolutely critical. We're moving from just generating ideas to testing if they're even viable. Because let's be honest, ideas are cheap. It's the validated ideas that are priceless.
But how do you know if an idea is any good? I mean, really? This is the one question that separates the dreamers from the people who actually build things. And this next prompt, well, it's the essential reality check for any idea you're serious about.
So you take your best idea from the list, and you basically demand a brutal, honest analysis. You ask for the market demand, you ask for the top competitors, and importantly, their weaknesses. You get it to define your exact target customer. And then you add this one critical instruction. If this idea has any major red flags, tell me now. Don't sugarcoat it. And the crucial point here is that most people just skip this step entirely. They fall in love with their idea, they invest months of their life, and then they find out that nobody actually wants to pay for it. This prompt is your defense against that exact scenario.
Okay, this next prompt is about finding where the real money is. And here's the secret. It's not in those huge, obvious markets. The best opportunities are always hidden away in very specific intersections.
See, everyone is out there fighting over the same big, crowded markets. This prompt forces you to look at what I call the weird intersections. So for example, think about this. Remote workers who also have limited time for cooking, but they need high-protein meal prep, and here's the key, they're willing to spend $200 a month for it. Now that specific group has problems that all the mainstream solutions just ignore. That's where the gold is.
So at this point, you have a validated idea in a hidden niche. Now, you do not need a 50-page business plan. You just need clarity in a roadmap. This prompt gives you a super simplified one-page business plan. And it's not for investors, it's for you. The whole point is to create a 90-day action plan with clear, specific milestones. It's built to be actionable, not just theoretical.
Okay, with a clear plan in hand, the focus has to shift. We're moving away from planning and into the practical, sometimes hard work of actually getting customers and crafting a message that really connects with them.
You know, getting those first few customers, that's where most side hustles just die. So this prompt is designed to create a detailed plan to get your first 10, just 10, paying customers, and to do it without spending a dime on ads. It answers the questions, where do these people actually hang out online? What cold outreach templates can I use? What are the quick wins I can get in the next 7 days? What you need right now is proof of concept, not a giant ad budget.
All right, once you know who your customers are, you actually have to talk to them. And this next part is maybe the most crucial instruction you can give ChatGPT. By default, it tends to sound like a stiff corporate robot. You have to actively push back against that.
It's a simple, brutal truth. Bad copy kills good products. You could have the best service in the entire world, but if you can't clearly communicate its value, it's going to fail. This prompt helps you generate your elevator pitch, your social media bio, your website copy, everything, all of it, designed to sound human and actually connect with your very specific audience.
Sooner or later, every single side hustle hits a wall. It's inevitable. And when you get stuck, this prompt can save you hours of frustration. You just frame the problem like you're talking to an expensive business consultant. You describe the challenge, you give all the necessary context, you list what you've already tried that didn't work, and you define your constraints. In return, you'll get a root cause analysis and 3 potential solutions, all ranked by how feasible they are.
Okay, so we have the tools now, but where is the market actually heading? Let's take a quick look at the dominant trends for 2026, and maybe even more importantly, the critical traps that derail almost everyone.
The trends are becoming really clear. We're talking about AI services for small businesses, not trying to build the AI yourself. We're talking digital products with massive profit margins, specialized niche coaching, not generic life advice, and small, super engaged micro communities. You see the pattern, right? It's obvious. Smaller and deeper beats bigger and broader every single time.
And now for the warnings. Pay attention to these because these are the failures you have to avoid at all costs. Number 1, skipping validation. 2, waiting for everything to be perfect instead of just launching something messy. 3, underpricing what you do. And finally, quitting after 2 weeks. Real results, the kind you actually want, take at least 30 to 60 days of consistent effort. Period.
So we've covered the strategy, we've covered the tools, and we've covered the traps to avoid. But honestly, none of it matters without this one final piece. And this is the truth that nobody really likes to talk about. The most successful people, they're not the ones who have some secret magic prompts. No, they're the ones who use these prompts and then they go out and actually execute. Look, the tool can generate ideas, it can write copy for you, but it absolutely cannot take action for you. So here is your action plan. This is what you should do right now, today. First, copy prompt number 1, the discovery prompt. Second, fill it in with your actual honest details. Third, run it. Fourth, pick just one idea from the results. Don't overthink it. Fifth, immediately run prompt number 2 to validate that idea. And finally, step 6, take one small action on it today. Register the domain. Message one potential customer. Just do something.
Because here's the bottom line. 6 months from now, you will either wish you had started today, or you will be damn glad that you did. The choice is yours.